Oh, I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Happy to be back. I couldn't make it last episode. I was evacuating. I tried to stay in my apartment, but the SWAT came and they took me out, forced me to evacuate. I have been a little sick lately. I think I'm coming down with the case of LeBronchitis. The NBA is back, so check out our basketball show at Beerly Hoops.
Didn't they get
But
blown
other than
out?
that, I'm good, man.
Didn't they get blown out?
It's a preseason. It doesn't matter.
Imagine caring about the NBA. That's your first problem.
Okay.
It is NFL season. We only hear one sport here at Beerly Football. It is football, not those losers playing basketball like LaFraud James over there. Let's go.
Okay, dude. All
That was
right.
great. If anyone cared.
No.
I slander the Patriots all last episode. They're going to get blown out. They proved me wrong. They fought hard and they lost, but they played well. I'll take it.
Okay.
All right, what are you guys drinking tonight?
You didn't ask how Zach was doing.
Nobody cares how Zach's doing. Come on.
Zach, how are you doing, man?
Doing good. No, I'm not. I'm not doing good. I'm pretty sick right now.
You look horrible.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
He's trying. Trevor Lawrence put him in a coma, but it's okay.
All right, I am drinking another late golden lager because I'm excited about this episode.
I bet you are.
About this episode.
I bet you are.
Carrie, you go next. I'm sure yours is cooler than mine.
All right, I got a Florida Avenue Brewing Company Passion of the Heights Tropical Wheat Ale. It's actually very good. It's
Tampa,
very
Florida.
fruity. I give it about maybe an 8 out of 10. It doesn't taste like beer. Got flavor. I like it.
Okay.
Trevor, what about you?
A classic. You know, I drink this on the show too much, but it has a special place in my heart. I'm having a Corona Extra again.
Aren't you special?
He's really into Mexican
Special.
beer.
I guess so.
Sí. Soy. Yo soy.
You are?
I am.
Aren't you?
All right. So we're going to go ahead and kick off this episode. Talking about Pick'em?
No, silly. College football.
Politics.
The second best football sport.
Second.
Trevor-
Oh, because football is the first? Okay.
Yeah.
We can
All
talk
right,
about the
Trevor.
Premier League.
Trevor, what about you? One of your favorite quarterbacks played this Saturday. Had a great game. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, Will Levis choked. His best Justin Herbert impression. Oh, they came down to go score to take the lead. Is it take the lead or win the game? Whatever. And then he fumbled. They somehow got the ball back. They called all their timeouts, got the ball back, marched down the field again, get ready to score, fumbles again. I thrive off negativity, although I probably shouldn't.
Negativity.
Although I probably shouldn't, and I really like to see Will Lutz get humbled a little bit. So,
Will Lutz?
nothing wrong with getting humbled. Will Lutz, excuse me, Will Levis.
Wait, so if you're an NFL team next year, would you rather take Will Levis or Richardson?
Come on.
Zach, what about
Come
you?
on.
Zach, you're not biased. Would you rather have Levis or Richardson?
Zach is biased, and he's going to pick
I've seen both of them play.
Richardson is a higher ceiling, but it's
Yeah.
also he's like Trey Lance. He can be terrible, he can be great. Nobody really knows.
Yeah, so for that I'm taking Levis.
Fair.
Not fair.
Anthony
All right.
Richardson just hasn't done anything for me.
It's not fair.
Nick. Okay, Nick.
I'll talk about the greatest quarterback in college football, Sam Hartman. So good. Leading Wake Forest to win over FSU. He's a beast. I hope
I didn't
Pacers-
know he was so little. Like
I know.
6'1". That's why.
If he was only
NFL
tall, he'd be
teams are
drafted
fair to
higher. He had such a great year last year. I really think he did well in the NFL.
I told Carrie this during the game. If somebody
I
that
was right!
6'3"
He is the guy from QB1. I was right.
Fair.
What?
The QB1 Netflix show where they go follow high school
Oh.
quarterbacks. The one where Tate Martell was on, and they had Justin Fields on, and
Yeah.
yeah, he was on that show. Yeah, he's good.
He's a beast.
Levis?
No, Hartman.
Sam Hartman, bro.
Oh, Sam Hartman. Yeah. He's a nice beard, too, but he's little. I'm taller than him, so. maybe I
Isaac,
can-
what about you? What's your game of the week?
Game of the week. I don't know. I don't watch college football anymore.
What a failure. You want to start a college football podcast.
Well, when I started college football
Bill.
podcast, I watched college football.
Bill at hockey watches a lot of college football. He's a very annoying Ohio State fan. It's not
Oh,
that he's an Ohio,
Ohio
State
State
fan.
fan.
He's just
I want to talk
annoying.
about how the fact the Rutgers were up 7-0 over Ohio State. That's what I want to talk about.
Shout out to Alec at baseball.
They're up
In-house Rutgers
7-0,
fan.
They're up 7-0 at one point during the game. That's all that matters.
and then they fell apart.
Yeah,
Wow, isn't that impressive?
they lost 10-49.
They tried. They did their best. They played their little hearts out.
You know, Kerry, at the beginning of Saturday, you said one of the top 3 teams are going to lose, and you almost did.
Georgia was close.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna fall, but
I would love to see that. That's a positive hatred.
It's gonna happen one of these weeks.
Right.
One of the three's gonna lose. I don't know who. It's gonna happen.
Huh?
All right. Let's head to Pick'em. So 2 of us did very well in Pick'em last week. I wonder who, but one of us, I think they had 0 right, and they called me for my picks. Well, I went 3-0, and you went 0-3.
You know, I was in first place 3 weeks in a row, but I have one bad week, and now I'm just
Got your head. Bucks did not win by 50, as we all knew.
Cursed him twice in a row.
Curse lives on.
All right, so last week, our Pick'em winners, we had a ton of winners last week. I think about over 40. Let me read off some of these great names. At SHV_NFL, Sports Hub videos, check them out. At Dread These Locks, follow for some gambling picks.
Oh,
At Beerly Carey, the best Beerly host of them all, a winner, a great guy. He had a great name. At Brandon B012288, he's a 2-time winner. Good job. At 70 Stone Cold, go Bengals. At UX Der Dog, he's a Justin Fields believer. I think he's a Beerly Hoops guy too.
I think he's in one of our fantasy leagues.
Yeah, I think he is. At Rob R9, he's a certified hockey official. Go Rob. At Staffieri_Mark, 2-time winner. Good job. At 4-Score Star, I don't know. He likes teepees. He's teepees in his bio. At Diamond Life 901, she's a 2-time winner. Good job. At 43 Tony, he's a grandpa, father, and Zach would love him because he's a Canes fan.
Yeah.
At Just Like Jesse 49, she's a Southern girl with a witch vibe, obviously. At Matta42070769. Why do these people have so many numbers in their names? I don't get it. But Matt. He's good vibes, good times, great guy. At Holiday Season 1, go Pack, Brewers, Bucks. At Loyal to Houston 1, Troy, go Texans. At 2 Guns 365, he'll never lie if you ask him questions. At John Lariviera 12, go John, good job. At Truck Bond, Bob, go Rams. At Detroit Lions, number 1, he's the Goff number 1 defender, so obviously we stand you, go Goff. And Levitz Mark, he's a family man, daughter's a hoopster, go him. Trevor, you want to finish it out?
Gary, you write down the craziest notes for these people, bro. All right, Christo 0739 0021. He's in Carey's league. Apparently, he's a goat.
Yes.
Tyler Sokin. T&E Collectibles on YouTube, whatever that means. At Zodi G 3096 79 52 1 anti-GOP, so you can get in an argument with Zach sometime. Bruce Law Bounty 1 Chargers fan who has been through it all since drafting Justin Herbert because he sucks. Wow, I don't even write these. Strapunski 11 Ricky Tiedemann fan page.
Who is Ricky Peterman? Does anyone know?
Nah,
Yeah,
but he has fans, so he's got to be somebody. All right, M_Al_Kuo_Punto. Is that a bad word?
Yeah.
In Spanish, yeah.
Proud to be a Mexican plus Dolphins fan.
Go you.
C. Birchfield 12, married father of 2 girls. Titans fanatic. Carrie, how do you know this stuff about these
I
people?
didn't read the bios.
Football Note All 32 is a 2-time winner, and he's also a beer league member. Robin, Rihanna, RF. Last time you won, this is a 2-time winner because last time you won, I said something about Rihanna and how she was sexy. WSH Mike with 2 eyes, Commander Stan, Pinsman Sports, follow his YouTube, and Amen the 626 anti-fascist since 1972.
Good job, guys. See you guys next week. Week 5, pick 'em up. You got this.
Wait, hold
Here, you got to
on.
start
Hold
running
on,
these
hold
notes
on,
by
hold
me,
on.
bro.
Someone else went
What?
3-0.
You didn't comment on
Zachary
the
Smith.
You didn't comment on the Twitter
At
page.
Barely Zach. I don't
you
need
don't
to
get a
fucking
shout
comment
out.
on the Twitter. I don't need to comment on the Twitter. At
Exactly.
Barely Zach.
Facts.
Most W's. Most W's on Barely since its creation.
I have more W's than you, bud.
Well,
don't.
I have more than you guys both combined, but
I won.
one
I
of
won
us-
Pick'em last year, and I'm winning right now. So yeah,
So
I'm
you're
the
bringing
winner.
up rookie year stats, pal?
Yeah,
Midway in season 2 because you're already
Yeah.
sucking and it's week 4.
I'm winning both. So does it really matter? I'm taking rookie year. I'm taking sophomore year. I'm taking junior year. I'm taking senior year.
Watch this
I'm
slump.
taking when we're
Watch this
74.
slump. Watch this slump. Watch
Never
this
gonna
slump.
happen.
Second half of
That's
the year, he's
good.
gonna be trash.
All right, who is ready for week 5 pick'em?
I was born ready.
There's not a lot of great games this week,
No.
honestly.
No, there's
Yeah,
not.
there is. Man.
I have really trouble picking the third game, so I'm just gonna pick a random game, pretty average, so you go from there. So I'll start with that game. Nobody cares that much about this game unless you're a Seahawks or Saints fan. Seahawks at Saints. We got Geno Smith, top 10 quarterback in the NFL playing. Zach, who we got?
Why did you pick this game?
There's no good games, seriously. After the first 2, there's not a lot of good games.
Give me the
All right.
Seahawks.
Trevor?
Give me the Saints.
I'm taking the Saints. They're at home. Andy Dalton, top 5 quarterback all time.
Now it's tied. Now it's tied.
Not playing with Geno Smith.
Now
Is
it's
it?
tied.
Nobody
It's tied now.
cares. All right, we got a little better games. Cowboys at Rams. Sounds like Cooper Rush will be playing. Trevor, why don't you go first?
I'm going against Cooper Rush until he loses, which kind of might sound backwards, but I just know he's going to lose one day. So I'm taking the Rams. Also, I know a really hot girl is a Rams fan, but yeah, I'm taking the Rams.
Go
Zach?
ahead, Kerry.
I'm taking the Cowboys. Cooper Rush has never lost, and the Rams look awful.
Jack, did you see that thing I sent you on Instagram?
Yeah, that was funny. God, this game's tough. Give me the boys.
Cooper Rush. Cooper
Give me men.
Rush.
Wait, what did you just say?
Best QB in Dallas history.
You the boys.
All right, last game of the week. This is our best game of the week. Sunday Night Football, our toughest one. Bengals at Ravens.
Ravens.
Why?
Because Joe Burrow
You know-
sucks.
Yeah,
Ravens.
I'm taking Ravens though. Neither of these teams impressed me early on.
So I would take the
You're
Ravens.
a tough man to satisfy.
I would take the Ravens.
You would?
But
He's gonna take the Ravens. He's not taking the Ravens.
He's taking Joey B because he's a racist.
no. This defense sucks in the second half of games. Like
That's
it's
fair.
terrible. And
That's
I think
fair.
that this Bengals offense is gonna come back in the second half and win this game. So give me the Bengals. I'm in the lead now. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, next week, not a lot of great games for football though. All right, that's it for Pick'em Week 5.
For
we got
what?
our Pick'em Week 5, sadly. Pick'em, same thing. All right, so we got a guest on tonight. We got our favorite Packers fans, Goot. How we doing tonight, Goot?
I'm good. How's it going?
It's going.
Great.
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
He's asked
School's
for that
gonna
twice
kick
in a row.
my ass. That's okay.
Are you missing Devontae yet?
Yeah.
Well, duh. I mean, you gotta miss that guy.
Which of these receivers do you have the most faith in right now?
Wait, what'd you say?
Which of the Packers receivers do you have the most faith in right now of all the guys they got?
Daubs. Definitely
really?
Daubs. Sunday was, I was kind of unfortunate when he dropped that in the end zone. But if he completes that, he's showing a lot of potential so far. I really
Yeah.
like him.
I agree.
Have you forgiven Christian Watson yet?
I mean, I like the little sweep we ran with him, the jet sweep or whatever that was the other day. That was good. His speed was like, he's got really good speed.
Mm-hmm.
He's very
He
fast.
scored, right?
Wait, what'd you say?
He scored, right?
Yeah, he scored off of it.
What do you think about that game? Did you think for a second it was going to go to OT with the Pats?
it shouldn't have gone to OT, but he threw that ugly freaking pick six. He had like a quarterback rating of like 11 in like the first half. And he looked like an old freaking man. Like he looked like an old man in the first half, Aaron Rodgers did. And then I don't know, we're just inconsistent right now. But I mean, I get it. The offense is working. All the young guys we got out there kind of hard. But no, I didn't think it was going to go into OT.
Do you
Bailey
think
Zappa masterclass.
Do you think the way that Aaron Rodgers is playing right now through these first 4 games, if he's playing sober, he should start playing on Percocets?
Yeah, duh. I mean, I'm pretty sure he probably eats clay or something. Like I don't know. He does some weird shit. He needs to get back on that because I mean he needs to have like one of those moments when we played the Bears like a couple years ago and he just looked high off his ass like at the end of the game. He needs to have that. He needs to do whatever that was. He needs some of that because he plays a lot better when he's like not on Earth.
Wait,
Yeah.
Did you see that interview with Barstool?
Yeah, he
Shout
literally
them out.
looked baked.
Why would you shout out Barstool in a beer
It
league
was a
football
funny interview.
game?
I had to. You look crazy.
Let's get Aaron Rodgers on the show, guys. Let's get Aaron Rodgers on the show. He does
Call
Pat
him up
McAfee.
right
He'll
now.
do this one.
I
Anyone
know a
got
guy that has Percocets, so maybe we could like get on, like pick his brain,
I guess.
try to like make him feel how Aaron Rodgers feels. You're 3-1 though. Are you happy? Like I know we talked to you before the season, and you didn't really know what you were going to see from the offense. If we would have told you back then that the first 4 weeks you were going to be 3-1, you'd be all smiles, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I'd rather win ugly than lose pretty. I mean, I'll take a win any day.
Rather be the Packers than the Lions right now.
Poor Lions.
I'm telling you, the Lions. I'm a little worried. I'm a little nervous. That
That offense
Amon
looks
Ra,
for
oh my
real.
god.
Jared
What team
Goff
do you
back.
hate the most in the division? I feel like it should be the Vikings.
Oh my god. Week 1, I just that was absolutely horrible, and I hate them a lot. I think we all do. In the North, their fans kind of reek.
You don't think that Justin Jefferson is better than Tyreek Hill or Stephon Diggs, do you?
If
Gary
he's
Cook's
better than
both.
Tyreek Hill and Stephon Diggs,
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably right now he hasn't really been producing that well, but he's probably getting doubled. I mean, he produced well Sunday, but like the other week he didn't really do that well.
Yeah,
Diggs is playing good football, and so is Hill. I'm probably taking Hill over him right now.
I don't hate. What about Diggs? Diggs?
I don't know about Diggs. I don't know. But Jefferson's still really, really good.
He's a beast. All right, Goot. Mention you got 5 points for us about football this week.
I do. Yep.
Came prepared. Came more prepared than me.
That's not surprising at all.
Rocker.
So what
What
do
do
we
you
got?
I'm
for
telling you, our fan
ready.
base, number 1 for this week is the 49ers are actually scary with Jimmy Garoppolo back at quarterback.
Yes.
I mean, but like a lot of things are scary, you know. Like you don't feel threatened, right? They just look scary.
What the heck?
Well, I mean, if we end up playing them in the playoffs, I probably won't watch because every time I watch, we just lose. And our fan base yesterday is tweeting,
It's
"I'm not scared of either of these teams." Like, and I'm like, "You guys are full of shit." Like, look at them. Like, they beat us in the playoffs. And like, Jimmy is a serviceable quarterback. He's, I mean, nobody was scared of them with Lance because Lance is, he's still learning. But now that he's out for the season, you got Jimmy back there, and he knows how to run that offense.
This
And
makes
he knows
no
to put
sense.
the ball in Debo's hands.
He's a yards after
Yeah,
catch.
just literally give it to Debo. And like, I mean, I love our defense this year. Our defense, I think, is better than last year. But I mean, I'm not as scared of them as I was like last season. I mean, I tweeted last season before we played them in the playoffs. I was like, I don't want to play them. Like, I don't think it's a good matchup. I still don't think it's a good matchup, but they don't scare me as much. But I think that they might squeak in. I don't even know what's their record right now.
2-2.
2-2.
That
Okay.
entire division's 2-2 right now.
Jeez. Okay. I don't know. Maybe they won't, but I'd have to look at who they played and everything. But I think that they're somewhat of a threat with him back at quarterback.
Also, to add to your point, but to also take away from Jimmy G's value because you're going to make Gary way too happy. The NFC kind of sucks. Like
it
up
does.
at the top, like it's like the tallest midget in the NFC. Like it's like the tallest. Like the AFC is really where it's at. Like this, but the NFC is kind of, it's
That's fair.
So like the Niners, I can see why you say that because the NFC seems wide open. So.
Their defense is great.
Yeah, they have great D.
You wouldn't.
Yeah.
Expect
But there's like no. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at though. Is there in the NFC? There's like no clear cut like best team, kind of like superior top dog, and so that's why I think that they could squeak in, and I would not want to play them. And also, I'm looking at their schedule right now. It doesn't look horrible. Well, they obviously own the Rams, so whatever.
Fuck.
But yeah, I think they. I mean, I wouldn't want to play them again because every time we do that, we lose.
If there's one team you wouldn't want to see win the Super Bowl, who would it be?
The Vikings, probably.
Yeah, absolutely the Vikings. That would be the
You
worst thing
want
on
to
the
see
planet.
a Bears? What about a Bears Super Bowl? You'd be okay with that?
That's never going to happen. She doesn't even have to worry about that.
No, we don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about that right now. No, but
not in your life.
No. We don't have to. They're in a rebuild. We're not worried about that right now.
They have Justin Fields at quarterback. They don't have to worry about that right now.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about that for a while. But definitely Vikings first. If we're talking about between those two, I would not want the Vikings to win.
All right,
definitely
what's your second point, Gute?
What'd you say?
What's your second point you got?
That was her second point.
What?
Second point, Rams are slightly overrated.
Correct.
I can't say too much about this because one of my points is kind of about that, but yeah, I'll be talking about that later.
Yeah. They need OBJ back.
We just need Gary to call them overrated, and then they'll win the Super Bowl again.
Yeah.
I know, that's why I said slightly. I just feel like they haven't gelled yet. They got all these pieces that they got from free agency and whatnot, and it just doesn't seem to be working right now very well. Also, Matthew Stafford's elbow looks like it's bothering him. And he won't throw to anybody besides Cooper Kupp for the most part.
Yeah, and
Ben a white guy.
Ben Skowronek?
No, Higby had a good game last night too.
He's white too.
Yeah, he only throws
they're all white.
Either Skowronek,
I should go.
Kupp, or Higby, and he won't throw to Allen Robinson.
Dude,
I know they're paying him like $46 million, and he's caught like one ball. He caught like one ball last night.
I will go do that. I'm white. I could go suit up.
Yeah, go be wide receiver.
Run a couple routes.
Yeah, with your 5'2", 40 time.
Jack, 5'2", 400.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that, buddy.
5 minutes and 2 seconds.
All right, next one, Gute. Let's keep cooking.
I put this is super biased, but I had to put it because I can't ignore how he's playing. I think Rashawn Gary has a legit chance of winning Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, he's so nice, but he's good. Yeah, he's from Michigan, right?
Yep.
That was a great draft pick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody hated it. I know it was weird though. Like our whole fan base was like, "Holy shit! Like who? Like why did we take him at 12 or whatever?" I thought we picked 11.
I thought it was a reach. Yeah, I thought he was overrated in college, but that's like the only thing I've ever been wrong on. So.
Yeah, it took him a bit of time, but I mean he's been so good for us lately. I mean he's got 5 sacks already. He's got a sack. He's got how many did he have? He had 2 against Patriots. Yeah,
he's a beast. Don't even miss Darius Smith at this point. Gary playing so well.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Really, it's like it doesn't even matter at this point. However, I hated when he sacked Rodgers week 1. That kind of hurt, but that's all right.
Kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
All right, number 4.
I think. Okay, this is out of the box, but I think that this guy deserves some praise. Geno Smith.
Yeah.
I think he deserves a little bit of praise. I mean, I think everybody expected them to be absolutely horrible. I absolutely did. I feel bad because I really thought that they were going to be really not good. But, I mean, he shows up week 1. He plays, Russell Wilson just left to play the Broncos. And, I mean, he has a rating of like 119 or something like that. He throws 2 touchdowns. He's been serviceable for them, and I think we should admire that. I'm telling you. I mean, I think that everybody kind of I think he said everybody was writing him off.
But he didn't write back.
And I didn't write back. That was so corny after a 17-16 win.
I know it was kind of corny, but I mean, I think this just in general. I think he deserves a little bit of praise for that. And I mean, he played I mean, their defense absolutely sucks. But I mean, against the Lions, he had a 132 quarterback rating. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Zach was like crying about Drew Lock not starting over him?
Oh my
Gino-
God, Drew Lock is literally horrible.
Listen, I can admit when I was wrong.
Geno Smith was
Geno
that was the
Smith
best of
looks
his
accurate.
career.
He's
It's
looking
not
good.
that you were
There's no
wrong.
way he stays this long. There's
It's
no way
that
he
you
keeps
were
up. What was he
right.
at, like 77%?
Yeah, 77% completion
Crazy.
percentage, which is ridiculous.
That's like some mean numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, minus 73. All right. What's your final point tonight, Goot?
Final one. I said this kind of. I put this one kind of openly because I want all of your opinions on this.
Mm.
What the hell are the Chargers? Like what do we think of them?
Let's talk
They're
about
beat
it.
up.
Let's talk about it.
Unless they get healthy, they don't stand a chance in that AFC.
I was gonna say I just put
They suck.
They're the Chargers, the most unlucky team in the NFL every year.
Oh, so now we're talking about luck. Now the
They-
Patriots fan wants to talk about luck. Justin Herbert's a choker, and they're not going to win anything significant with him.
Joker.
Yeah.
Do it. We go one episode without you dying over Herbert.
He's a game manager. He's the best game manager quarterback in the. He's
Oh
too
my
bad.
God.
He's top 10.
Joe
I have him at
Burrow.
number 8. I have him at number 8. So like, he's not a bad quarterback. He's just very overrated. He's not a winner. He's not a leader. But you know, we can talk about that if you guys want.
I just
We-
put that I was confused because they're super injured. I mean, I don't know. They got a lot going on.
Yeah, Keenan Allen carries Justin Herbert too. So him being there, him not being. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. So him not being there.
Oh dear, you scare me.
I'm serious.
How about one prediction for the rest of the year? One big prediction.
It can be a safe one. Yeah,
It has to be a crazy one.
Okay. Dang. Okay. Yeah, I gotta think about this for a second. You want me to get crazy? I gotta think about this for a second.
Matt Flynn comes back, takes over Aaron Rodgers, leads the Packers to a Super Bowl.
I wouldn't be mad. I don't care. I literally would not be mad at all.
Jordan Love starts in OnlyFans.
That would be a little scary. I don't know if I would be on board with that. I'm not.
Trevor
I'm
would
not
be.
paying. Okay, all right. I have one. The Browns will be worse when Watson comes back.
Woo!
They just lost to the Falcons, though. That's hot, though. That's piping hot. That's a hot take.
I know it's piping hot, but I don't know. He played like crap in preseason. Not that it really matters, but still. But I think I want them to miss the playoffs, and I think that they're worse when he comes back.
Wow.
Okay.
They said they were going to sign Antonio Brown.
That is oh my gosh! Did you guys see him at that like hotel pool?
Yeah.
Yeah, how could I not? That guy is packing. Jeez.
He's going off the deep, bro.
Trevor watched that video like 12 times.
At least.
I didn't know I could not blink for that long.
Oh my god!
Trevor's practicing for a staring contest.
Oh,
Me and Zach do one every night.
Huh.
Are Brady and Giselle actually getting divorced, or was that just a rumor?
I thought
No, it's real. I saw him today crying.
You saw him.
I live in
Gotcha.
Tampa. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you saw him just like crying on the street.
I
Probably.
bet you did.
I did see him outside his house one time, though.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Just like you've seen
I
every
promise.
NFL
I was
athlete
riding a
do.
scooter out there. Why is that so
I
hard to
bet
believe that I
you
saw
did.
someone outside of their house?
I bet.
Everyone knows where he lives.
Riding
Okay.
a scooter. Yeah.
Yeah, I can ride scooters. Like, that's perfectly believable.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Goot. Love having you on as always. Good luck to the Packers this year. Any
Not
last
too much good luck.
The Bears still suck. Go Bill.
Preach.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. You have a good one.
You too.
Thank Goof for coming on to the show and talking to us about football there for a little bit.
I think she's tied for the lead with Nando and Dort for most appearances on Really football.
Get on tonight.
Yeah, she's been on here a few times. You know.
All right, it's time for I 5 points.
All
Get a little
right,
more
Carrie,
crazy. Zach looks like he might die before the end of this episode,
Let's
but
hear your 5 points, Carrie. I'm really excited to hear your points.
the winner of Pick'em's going first.
Wait,
I'm ready to.
you mean the leader?
It's not because you won, it's because you're winning.
All right. Number 1, I feel like you guys will agree with me on this one at least.
Okay.
Jared Goff is the most underrated quarterback in the NFL.
Agreed.
You called him Jared Goof this past Sunday, bro.
I always do. He's been very good for second half of last year, and obviously this year. And now everybody's suddenly realizing this week when he had no weapons and balled out, they're like, "Oh, he wasn't that bad. We just slandered him for years for no reason because it was a trend." Jared Goff is better than Matthew Stafford. He would have won a ring with the Rams last year.
Well, let's be honest here, Carrie. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Okay.
I'm
gonna be honest with you, Carrie. Here's what I'm gonna say to you. Okay.
What are we doing?
He was playing like shit when he's in LA. He played like shit last year. He's finally taken a step that he should have done 3 years ago back in LA when he had a chance to win a Super Bowl, and now he's stuck in Detroit where he will inevitably fade into nothingness.
You sound like one of those people like, I started smoking.
Yeah.
What?
Like, on the smoking commercials.
Yeah.
You mean like this?
Yeah.
Hey, do we remember when
I'll
people
say this about Jared Goff, Carrie. I got one problem with one thing you just said. I only got one issue with the one statement that you just said, and I only got one problem with it. I'm about to tell you.
Sure.
You said Jared Goff would have won a ring with that team last year.
Anyone would have won a ring.
Current Matthew Stafford
Sucks.
is not
He's
the end of the year Matthew Stafford. But he was perfect for the Rams last year. Are we sure Jared Goff could have done that?
Derek Carr could have done that. Kirk Cousins could have done that. Kyler Murray, Geno Smith could have won that team.
For the record,
No.
I don't think that Kyler Murray could have done
not
that.
Shut up, smoker.
I'm
I'm
just
not
being
on board
honest
with what you're
here.
saying, Gary. You're not cooking.
I'm always
Like,
cooking.
the thought was there, but the execution was awful.
Here's the thing. Do you guys remember when Jared Goff was going to be the next big thing? Do you guys remember that game with KC? What was it, like 50-50? And
Listen.
Goff
I was
30 to
saying
47.
Jared Goff was shit, and he was being carried by his team back then. So I don't care.
people love Goff, and then suddenly came trendy to hate him. But now he's back, and now people love him.
I was
again.
doing that trend before. It was fucking cool, bro.
Now, if only the Lions had a defense, they could actually win games and not have to score 45 points every week and lose. But
That's true.
yeah,
But they got
All right.
Rodrigo.
true.
He's a sexy
All
man.
right. Point number 2. An AFC team is winning the Super Bowl. The NFC is not good, which, Trevor, we kind of talked about earlier.
Yeah, I just
There's
took the
nobody
words right out of your mouth.
Like, even the Eagles, they're good in the NFC, but I feel like they're going to struggle against, like, the Bills or the Chiefs.
I don't know. That defense is really good, guys.
They played the Jags, not a real team, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay, Patriots. Man.
AFC, like, who are even the contenders in the NFC right now besides the Eagles? Who looks really good?
The Bucks.
Yeah, they just got killed by the Chiefs.
They're not healthy, bro. They didn't get killed. They lost by 10.
All your weapons just came back. Evans, Godwin, Jones, and they still sucked.
Godwin wasn't healthy.
Excuses.
We'll be fine.
All right, number 3. Trevor's going to love this one. The Ravens and Lamar need to break up. They're
Whoa.
both better off without each other.
Whoa.
Lamar's a great quarterback, top 3 right now.
Yeah,
is
I
scary.
agree.
Yeah.
Lamar is not in a good situation in Baltimore. The team sucks. If Lamar was on this, like, let's say New Orleans, somebody with a good defense, that's a Super Bowl contender. This Ravens team is not going to win a Super Bowl with this roster. Lamar is the only reason this team is even... This team might be 0-4 without Lamar this season. Am I wrong?
They were 0-4 without Lamar last season. If they would have won
Harbaugh
one playoff
sucks.
game, they would
Harbaugh's
have
not a
been
good coach. The defense is horrible. This team needs a rebuild. And Lamar, what if they go ahead and give him
Okay.
I'm not done yet.
Hey.
Lamar's going to get a ton of money, right? He's balling. He's going to get a huge contract, right?
Yep.
Right?
No.
This week? Yes, he will.
No. He can be franchised for 2 years. And what is better to start a rebuild than a young quarterback that's already won an MVP that you don't have to pay for 2 more years.
That's not the problem. This team is are the Ravens terrible? Their defense is awful. Do you not disagree?
Yeah, but they're not going to get rid of him. But he's too good to get rid of. He's young.
Once they give him that big contract, this is going to be what happens with Dallas. They're not going to be able to pay people around him, and this team's just going to get worse.
So where should he go, Kerry?
I love him in New Orleans. Even the Giants, a team with a good defense, and that has a cap room. This Ravens team is not going to, with this current roster.
I bet OBJ would go there.
They're not going to win with Lamar. And if they pay him all the money, the rest of their team's just going to get even worse. It is better for both of them to move on. And I really want to see Lamar in like New Orleans or somewhere. That would be great.
You want to see him in New Orleans? Like you want to go there?
Yes, I want to go to New Orleans, go to a bar, and see Lamar just chugging a beer.
That would suck. My favorite team and
Dilly
my
dilly.
favorite player in the same division. I don't know if I could do that.
Do you see them winning a Super Bowl with this roster in the next few years?
The Bucs
Like
or the
Lamar-
Ravens?
The Ravens. Lamar's not great, but the rest of Lamar's great. The rest of this team is not.
Okay, but by the same token,
But Harbaugh needs to go also.
this team very easily could be 4-0. Very easily.
Yeah.
It could be, but they're not. Their defense is horrible.
They're not far off from being one of the best teams in the NFL. So why would you just get rid of your quarterback if you're not far off?
Their defense is not good.
They could be 4-0.
They could be, but they're not. You really
But they have
they
played
got the
well
Bills.
enough to be
They got
4-0.
the Bills on an off day, and they fell apart. I can't see
Don't
this.
say that because the Bills lost the week before.
They're not going to beat the Bills in the playoffs. This team can't beat the Bills. That was their best chance to beat the Bills in the rain in that game. They're not going to have another chance like that.
You don't know that, man. Lamar
I have
Jackson
a
said
magic
he's
ball in my
improved
head, and I can see
passer.
everything that's
You
going
could
to
have said
happen.
that. You always said that in past years because you said Lamar can't throw. Now Lamar can throw.
Can he?
Yes.
We'll wait for the playoffs.
That's got to change.
I haven't seen
So
playoff
it's
Lamar,
not enough
so
now?
we'll have to wait and see the playoffs. But Lamar can't carry this team to the Super Bowl. Something's got to change. And Harbaugh needs to go. He sucks. Harbaugh's not a good coach. Him and Shanahan are terrible. They're the most overrated coaches in the NFL.
Shanahan?
Shanahan sucks. He's
No, I
not
disagree.
anything.
I disagree. You're not
I
good.
can't believe you're calling Harbaugh a terrible coach. That's wild.
He has been. He's carried by his defense for years.
Kerry, who put the defense together?
Not him.
No. The head coach didn't put the defense together. Who
Ray
put it
Lewis
together then,
opened
Kerry?
that.
Who put it together? Tell me.
Yeah. Rudolph.
GM, what?
Rudolph's mama.
The GM.
Oh, so the head coach had no say in what players he has?
No.
You're fucking crazy. That's
crazy.
the dumbest
Bring it
take
on,
I've
baby.
ever heard.
Just
Coach
wait.
doesn't determine who's on the fucking team.
Was Ray Lewis
That's
there before
Kerry
he was there?
Dempsey 2022.
Yeah.
The coach doesn't
Ray-
determine what players are on the team. Kerry
Was
Dempsey
Ray Lewis-
2022. What
Was
a
Ray
fucking
Lewis
idiot.
there before he was there?
Huh?
Was Ray Lewis there before he was there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was Ed Reed there before he was there?
Yeah, those guys are like 40 when they retired.
Wonder how he won with getting guys like Ray Lewis and Ed Reed on his team. That's really hard to manage him. All right. Zach will agree with me on this one. Trevor's going to hate it. Zach Wilson is hot garbage. He's terrible.
Yep.
He had one good drive. He looks so bad for 3 quarters. He's never going to be a good quarterback. He's a MILF hunter, and that's the only thing he's good at in his life.
First of all, if you're a MILF hunter and you're good at it, you're going to be good at being an NFL quarterback.
No. How does that correlate?
Zach Wilson is the best quarterback out of the 2021 class.
No.
Right
What?
now.
What?
Right now. Right now.
What?
Right
Blame
now.
Trevor Lawrence
Right
all day,
now.
but Trevor Lawrence is
Right
miles
now.
better than Zach
No,
Wilson.
no
is.
shot.
Come on, dude.
No
Right now.
shot.
Right now.
Oh.
How quick they forget. How
Trevor,
quick
he
they
was like 6 of 22 for 100 yards and 2 picks in the
How
first
quick
3
they
quarters.
forget. And ever since
How quickly
last
you
week-
forget?
Joe Flacco balled out in that offense. What
No,
are you
he
talking
didn't.
about?
Okay,
Joe
one
Flacco was
game.
for 400 yards 2 weeks ago.
Did he play the Steelers defense? Did he play the best defense in the NFL?
They didn't have TJ Watt. Their
Yeah.
defense-
Okay, that's still an incredible unit.
No.
They haven't won a game without
Yes, it
TJ.
They haven't won a game without TJ Watt.
They've never won a game
They
without
have the worst offense in the NFL. Bottom three.
Hey, they're moving the ball, Pickett.
No one's gonna win with that offense.
He had 3 picks though. Sad.
Ever since week 9 or 10 last year to this point, Zach Wilson has been the best quarterback.
That's
Zach Wilson-
fucking crazy.
He's
From the
not
2021
crazy.
draft class.
That's
He's
crazy.
terrible.
Do you not remember the second half of the season last year? Neither of you? Zach
He
Wilson?
didn't turn the ball over, and they still lost. That's all he did. He just didn't turn the ball
Yeah.
over. He
Okay,
didn't throw
so now
3 picks a game.
they win, and you're still not happy. Which, by the way, I was the only one that said the Jets were going to win. Y'all both said the Steelers are going to win. That's why you're mad.
What?
So,
Am I?
is Trevor?
Who cares
is he
about the
second
Jets and
best?
the Steelers?
Both of y'all said the Steelers.
Okay.
I
Well,
said
we
the
never
Jets.
know,
26-13.
All right, 4.5. This quick one.
Oh my god.
I-
Wait, hold on. Is he actually calling Zach Wilson's game a good one?
Yeah,
Holy
Yeah.
shit, Trevor. Are you fucking
won that
kidding me?
game.
horrible game.
He
was
led them to a
horrible.
win.
He had one good drive at the end of the game, and that was it.
No, he had 2 drives. He had a 65-yard drive and an 81-yard drive, both in the fourth quarter, scoring a touchdown.
Trevor was calling him great when he was 6 of 16 for 100 yards. He was like, "Yeah, this guy looks great."
Because I watch the games. I don't watch the stat box.
You know
literally
who had as many touchdown passes as Zach Wilson? Braxton
When?
Berrios. Braxton Berrios had as many touchdown passes as Zach Wilson on
Braxton Berrios is a better quarterback than Zach Wilson is. And
He had a
Kevin
better
Wilson-
QBR and a better
receiver than
rating.
Braxton Berrios.
I'd rather have Mitch Trubisky any day of the week over Zach Wilson.
Well, Zach Wilson just outplayed Mitch Trubisky, who got benched in the second quarter. So no, thank
Mitch
you.
Trubisky got
Awful
benched, and he
take.
still looked better than Zach Wilson did.
No, then why do you get benched in the second quarter? Zach Wilson was rusty. It was his
Jets
first
are
game
not going
back.
to bench their
Settled in,
quarterback that
he
threw
scored
for
2
6
touchdowns
passes.
in the fourth
Okay,
quarter
okay,
and
Trevor.
won them the game.
Trevor, what is it? What are his stats next week against the Dolphins?
Cooking.
Against the Dolphins.
Are they in
The
Miami?
Dolphins are going to cook him. He's going to cook that little guy. He's going to be like, "Oh, my headband." I'm
Jets
a
are
little
at
lame."
home. Jets are at home.
And they're going to win.
Jets are gonna win?
Yeah.
No,
I mean, Teddy B is playing.
doesn't matter. Teddy B's a better quarterback.
Yeah, Teddy B is better than Zach Wilson
Yeah.
easily.
Okay. All right. I would love to see the look on y'all's faces next week.
All right,
I'll
just
be
piss
happy
Trevor
to show
off.
him to you.
Let
It'll
me
be this.
piss Zach off. 4.5, back on the Trevor Lawrence fraud train. He had a chance to prove me right this week. He sucked. 5 turnovers, 4 fumbles. He's a fraud. He's had 2 good games this year. He's not Trevor Lawrence. He sucks. Come on. They could have easily won that game if they just ran the ball, but Trevor Lawrence can't hold on to a freaking football the entire game. Blew that game. Jags
You said
defense
he's not
shut
Trevor
down.
Lawrence.
The Jags defense shut down the Eagles offense early, but Mr. McFumbly couldn't hold on to a football.
Mr. McFumbly. Can you
Yeah,
name the
bro.
episode that? Mr.
Mr.
McFumbly.
McFumbly plays the Eagles.
Okay.
Come
I'm
on.
gonna tell you why I'm actually. This game
Is it one of your-
made me excited. Okay.
Is it one of your picks?
Because we turned the ball over 6 times and lost
That made
by
you
one
excited?
score. By
He
one
could have
score.
won that game if he just learned how to hold
I
on
agree.
to football.
I agree.
Don't give it to the other team.
I agree.
It's not that hard.
I agree. I agree.
But how do you still have him in your top 10 after that performance? Come on.
Well, because when I'm judging quarterbacks, I don't look at how many fumbles they have.
That's not
So
an
now you're
important
looking at
stat
the
to
stat
have.
Huh? I look at how are they throwing the ball?
You just if they have 40 fumbles a game, you're just gonna disregard that and be like, "Oops, doesn't count." Not in their QBR
I'm not saying it
rating.
didn't. I'm not saying I'm gonna discount the fact that he had 4 fumbles. Obviously not good, but it was pouring rain. They're going up against a great defense, arguably one of the best in the NFL. Don't make that face at me, Trevor. You know they're one of the better defense in the NFL.
Are they top 5, though?
Yeah, they are.
All right, I'll let you have it.
In nearly every statistical category, they are.
All right.
Okay.
They don't have
So
any cool players on their defense, though, except Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. You know, we should have known when we did Beerly Sports that Carrie was gonna miss every episode to be peeing.
Yeah,
That
that's true.
happens. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm excited for the Jags. I think we'll bounce back next week. We got Houston at home. We've played
Zach,
3 away games in 4 weeks. So
if you lose to Houston, are you worried?
huh?
If you lose to Houston, are you worried?
I won't even have to worry about it. We're not losing to Houston.
Houston, we got a problem.
Davis Mills going to outball Trevor Lawrence next week.
Bad.
Just wait.
How much? How much you want to put on it?
I'm poor. $10.
Okay.
Fair.
Easiest money I've ever made in my entire life.
Last one of the night. Cowboys are contenders in the NFC behind their defense. That defense is great. Micah Parsons leading the way. They're better off with Cooper Rush than Dak.
No.
Yes, they are.
No,
I
they're
don't
not.
know if the play
There's
calling,
never a moment.
this team is better off with the game manager than forcing it with Dak. Dak is a better quarterback by far. With Cooper Rush, they don't turn the ball over. They focus on the run game. They don't make mistakes.
How drunk are you,
They let
Kerry?
the defense lead the way.
Seriously.
Cowboys winning the NFC.
Trevor Lawrence
on Cooper Crush.
Cooper
Same
Crush.
thing.
Trevor Lawrence isn't Trevor Lawrence. Head coach doesn't make personnel decisions.
Great takes tonight.
He's going key again.
I see where Kerry's coming from. I think they are a contender with that defense. They're very good.
Do you think they beat the Rams this week?
I picked them, didn't I? So.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Cooper Rush, if he goes 5-0 as a starter, and Dak is healthy,
If
you're
he
still
goes
playing-
5-0, then I don't think you can replace him. Honestly.
It doesn't
Quarterbacks
sound
aren't- wins aren't a quarterback stat.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, doesn't
So here's
But-
the thing I like about Cooper Rush. He doesn't turn the ball over, ever. He keeps his offense on the field. He doesn't give the defense
Dak,
free
really.
points. He plays really good game manager football, which with that Dallas team is what they need.
Here's my question. Obviously, we all agree wins not a QB stat.
Yeah.
But if you're
Well,
winning,
I don't know if we
but
all
if-
agree on
no.
that,
but if you're winning, why would you change that? Wouldn't you just keep the same thing going? If you're winning, what's the difference?
but
Like,
I mean they're
why
calling him
risk?
Cooper Clutch in the locker room. I don't think anyone's done that for Dak.
Gary Jones loves him. Seems
I
like.
thought it was Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz looked terrible again.
He's played really good defenses the last 2 weeks. Once the opponents soften up, you're going to see his numbers skyrocket
He
again.
didn't play that well against the Lions.
Huh?
He didn't play that well against the Lions. He had like 4 touchdowns. He also had a lot of bad interceptions.
Okay.
I think Carson Wentz needs to worry about his job. I think people are going to call him for Howell soon, but all right,
Why
Zach.
would you call for Sam Howell? He wasn't even good in college.
Let's wait and see. All right, Zach, let's kick it off.
All right. All right, so my take, number one, Jaguars definitely taking the AFC South this year. Absolutely, without a doubt, taking the AFC South this year.
Titans own them.
No, they don't stand a goddamn chance. Ryan Tannehill
Well,
looks mid. Derrick Henry is not as good as he used to be. He's still good. Not as
That's
good as
fair.
he used to be. Okay? Indianapolis Colts look lost when they're on a football field. I don't know if they need to get a GPS or something. Indianapolis Colts look lost. And the Houston Texans, are they even an NFL team at this point? I don't know. They have a weird record.
Damian Pierce is good.
He is good, yeah.
Well, then find a way to win a game. I don't know what to tell you. So, Jags, they lost by 1 score to the Eagles. A lot of turnovers in that game. Clean that up. I think this team's really, really good.
Yeah, let's aim for not 6 turnovers next game.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the goal.
Yeah. Any thoughts on that, Kerry? Besides,
No.
Titans own them.
The Texans obviously aren't winning.
Yeah.
I think the Jags are in conversation for it.
Well, I'm supposed to give hot
I
takes. I'm
agree.
supposed to give the takes that you don't expect on this show.
Fair. I think the Colts are done. I think I don't know. I
They're
don't know if they
talking
win.
about firing their GM, their head coach,
saw
and
that.
Matt Ryan. Yeah.
The Colts just can't get a quarterback since Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck cursed that team. They can't get a good quarterback.
Yeah.
But I think Titans are the most solid team overall. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see the Titans-Jags play.
All
But
right.
Jags have a better shot than the Colts. I'll give you that.
No,
Jags definitely have a better shot than the Colts, but
Wait, Trevor, who are you taking this Thursday? Colts or Broncos? Your two little babies that both suck. With your little hat, can you think, or you two
he's looking at his toys, deciding whether or not he wants to burn them.
like? Should it go choice number 1 or idiot choice number 2?
Broncos.
So the Colts are just going to be what 1-3-1 and then fall apart, but they're still winning division according to you.
Okay.
Says the guy that's eating lettuce on a beer podcast.
Okay. Next up, I am gonna go with the Chargers are cursed. They will never be able to, ascend to greatness as long as this curse is unlifted. They need to find a way to lift the curse.
They need a
that
shot.
locker room.
I know. I can tell you how to do it. I got the
Shut
answer.
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Whenever they want to know, just tell them to hit me up. I'll give it to them for free.
So
340 passing yards, just horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Stats nerd.
A great comeback as always.
Yeah.
Stats nerd. Great stats nerd as always.
QBR of 90.5.
Yeah, I played Joe Burrow easily once again this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how did that? Oh wow, the Texans. Are we even sure that's an NFL
Joe Burrow
team?
to play against a team that their quarterback just died. The other team just gave up, and he still sucked. But
He's a better leader, and a better football player, and a better player.
you're funny, bud. You're funny, Mr. Lettuce Man.
Alrighty. The next team I'm going to talk about.
Fuck me when Herbert makes the playoffs.
I have an apology I need to issue to one
Okay, Zach. I
Geno
forgive you.
Smith. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. You proved me wrong. Even though I don't think you'll keep it up for much longer, you were the right choice to start over Drew Lock, and I apologize for saying otherwise. But that's
The hype's getting a bit too much, though.
yeah,
Like,
calling him top 10.
he's kind of like Jacoby Brissett, but a little bit better with weapons. Like, he just doesn't turn the ball over. He has a high completion percentage, and like he has DK and Lockett. Like, obviously,
He was great in college, though.
he's playing well, but
Oh.
like he's not a great quarterback. Come on.
Legend. He's a legend in college.
I'm gonna gloat on point number 4. I told you it was about up for Mitchell Trubisky, and time ran out this week against the Jets at home.
I miss you, man.
We got
You're-
Zach Wilson.
Pouring out for the titties. But
Poor Mitch.
That's what you get for being a boob guy
Kenny-
in 2022.
for real, honestly. But when you look at the way the Steelers played, they're still not good. I don't know when they'll be good, but neither of their quarterbacks look like
Once Watt comes back,
maybe. But even then,
Maybe
that
they-
offense looks terrible.
they have,
Yeah,
an
what is he going to do?
they have an insane schedule. They have to play the Bills this week. Zach's over here dying again.
Yep.
They got. Let me pull it up. Kenny Pickett's got a rough start to his career. He's got the Bills, the Bucks, the Dolphins, the Eagles. That's a hard force right now.
Now imagine going through that with Urban Meyer as your head coach. Wow. Don't you feel bad for Trevor Lawrence?
No. He's supposed to be the next Peyton Manning. Don't feel bad for him.
Okay. Peyton Manning had like great coaches his whole career.
Did he?
So did Michael Jordan. LeBron never did, though.
Shut up.
I'm serious.
Ulster's a great coach. Shut up.
He's very overrated. He had his first very impressive year this past year. I mean, 2 years ago or 3 years
Shut
ago.
up, dude. Just shut up.
He was carried by LeBron.
Go eat your lettuce and sit in the corner.
He was
and
carried by
figure out
LeBron.
what
You
to
get the
Shut
big
up.
three on your team, and then all of a sudden
do.
you're
Eat your
good.
lettuce and shut up, man. Just shut up. Zach, what's number 5?
My final point. Let me look through here. Broncos country. Let's slide. All the way down the rankings. They suck. They're terrible. Against a mediocre offense, they're going to lose.
Didn't you say that last week?
Yep, and I'm going to keep making the point.
And they lost their only offensive weapon, Javonte Williams, for the year. And they lost Randy Gregory. This team sucks. At least Russell looked decent last week.
Russell. Why are you calling that?
Because he's a nerd. Wait, Zach, who do you think will win this Thursday, Broncos or Colts?
I hate both these teams in terms of... I don't hate them like I don't despise them. I just don't like either of them.
Like you wake up in the morning and want to punch Matt Ryan in the face?
No, it's more like I don't like either of these teams when it comes to winning games.
Fair.
But what did I say? Broncos are going to be very good against bad offenses. Guess who's got a bad offense? The Colts.
So, are you guys worried about Jonathan Taylor?
Yes. As a guy that picked him in fantasy, I'm very worried.
What did he have, like 20-40? Something like that.
Yeah, so it's not Matt Ryan's fault. They're supposed to have the MVP on that team, the best running back, the number one fantasy pick.
Their O-line has not been good lately.
No, it hasn't. But I'm taking the Broncos if I'm picking that game.
Fair.
What about you, Kerry? We've all picked it except you.
I think the Broncos, just because their defense is pretty good. But yeah. I hate their offense so much. And Colts, Shaq Harrison's out again. I just have no faith in Colts, honestly. Any other points, Zach? Or?
Hold on, maybe. Hold on.
Maybe.
Bucks versus Falcons is going to be a close game.
Yeah.
For what? The first, 25 seconds?
Till the end. It's going to be a close game.
We got Mr. Beerley over here drinking water and eating lettuce on the show. He is such a Beerley guy. After he was playing soccer instead of watching football this past Sunday.
That's not true.
He's getting ice cream instead of watching his Bucks. He's a hardcore.
I went to get ice cream at halftime.
He's a hardcore football fan, but
Falcons and Bucks is going to be close.
Fans can't get ice cream at halftime.
Oh wait, Zach.
What?
Marcus Mariota sucks, and Ritter needs to start.
No.
Mariota is awful.
Mariota deserves a second chance to prove himself.
No, he doesn't.
Yes,
Evan
he does.
Completion, Terrible.
Give him a chance.
No, I respect the forgiveness.
Come on. They just ran the ball that whole game. They have no faith in Mariota.
And they got the W.
Because they ran for how many yards in that game? 250?
Why throw the ball when you're running it so
Yeah, why not throw the ball with a terrible quarterback like Marcus Mariota?
All right. He's going to keep winning. You're going to keep doubting.
Yeah, he's going to beat the Bucks.
I didn't say that, but you said it. So.
All right, let's hear the idiot over here give his 5 terrible takes of the week.
Good morning, Beerly Football. Welcome to the best part of the show. I've eaten, I've drinking, I've thought, I've gathered.
You've worn terrible hats.
You have nothing on your head, not even hair. So
I'd rather be bald than wear that thing you're wearing.
By the way, this is a guy that said earlier today, my Orlando Magic currently wearing a Toronto Raptors hat. What did I say? 2.7 seconds?
Toronto Raptors hat.
2.7 seconds, Kerry? Is that what I said?
This is not a Toronto Raptors hat.
Where do you get Toronto Raptors from that, though?
Huh?
Yeah.
I do not see Toronto Raptors.
It's on the back. It's got the little claw thing on it.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Turn around then.
Does.
Turn around.
It probably does. Yeah, Mr. Liar over here.
I can't. I have a bad back. This is not a Raptors beanie, though.
Yeah, it definitely is. Zach, you're right.
Anyways, shout out to Paula Banchero. Shout out to Beerly Hoops. Point number 1. I want to carry to hear this. Zach, let me ask you a question. If there was one game on that was a great game, the Bills and Dolphins the other week, or just it's a nail biter all the way to the end, you don't really have a dog in the fight, or maybe even if it's your team, would you rather watch that whole game, watch the whole game develop, watch every snap, punts, everything like that, or just watch Red Zone?
Well, I'm assuming if it's a game like that, it's going to be shown a lot on Red Zone.
Just when they're in the red zone.
No, they also show big plays and stuff.
Yeah, they show everything that matters on Red Zone.
Okay, that's just a question.
I'd probably go red zone.
I wasn't even talking to you, Carrie.
I'd probably
Don't come in
go.
here and start yelling at me.
Let me answer, Trevor. I'd probably go red zone because it allows me to consume the most football possible.
Okay.
Yeah, because Trevor doesn't want to watch football. He just wants to sit there in his little vibe and eat lettuce.
No.
Yeah.
Carrie gave me a hard time because I was watching the Bills and Ravens game, not red zone.
Because we're beer league football. You have to watch every single game of football. Because this is why you have such bad taste, because you don't watch football and you just pop off stuff out of your head. Can you stop eating lettuce for once? This is beer league football. It's not beer league lettuce.
As previously mentioned, point number 1. Zach Wilson is the best quarterback from the 2021 draft
That's
class.
just not true.
Right now.
That's just not true. That's just
Davis Mills is better. Matt Jones is better. Trevor Lawrence is better.
Thank you, Carrie. Carrie's a Trevor Lawrence hater, and he thinks that Trevor Lawrence is better.
I'm a Trevor Lawrence hater, but Trevor Lawrence is easily the best quarterback in that draft class. Easily.
You would not have said that 2 weeks ago.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
I literally said that
No.
Zach Wilson sucked. I've hated on Zach Wilson forever. He's not good. He's too small. He's a little Mormon boy that just needs to go out there and bang some moms or something, not play football. Let Joe Flacco play. He's better.
You were just talking up the short little Sam Hartman, 6'1". At least Zach Wilson.
Sam Hartman's a good football player. Zach Wilson's not. He's too busy about talking to grandmas and moms.
Okay,
let him
go.
Let him take a shot with you. Let him go take a shot with Giselle and not worry about football. He's not.
Were you saying something earlier?
What
I know exactly.
What impressed you from him yesterday?
No, you were saying that.
What?
Listen. You said as long. I don't know who you're talking about. You're talking about like a backup quarterback. It was like
you don't even make sense. Trevor said that if Zach Wilson banged Giselle, he would be a top 10 quarterback.
I said top 14.
So that makes you a top 14 quarterback.
Where do you have him in your rankings right now, Trevor?
I've only gotten to 9. I'll post them tomorrow morning, the full 32, but Zach Wilson's not there yet. Justin Herbert's number 8.
Also, Zach, you need to start updating injuries.
What do you mean?
You have way too many injured guys on there.
Do I?
Like Tua, Mac, Winston.
Well, he's a starter once he gets back.
You gotta put active quarterbacks.
I don't give a shit about Andy Dalton.
You're so picky.
That's what I am.
I don't give a shit about Andy Dalton. I don't give a shit about Teddy Bridgewater.
Point number 2. I have been there balls to balls with both of you guys when you have went through a breakup. And you shined after. And Tom Brady is going to do the same thing. Single Brady, single year, new us, new year, new space, new girls, new free time because your kids are gone. A new ring. You get to take off this ring, but you get a new ring to put back on. Bucs season is back. I know I said 8-0. I know it fell apart. We're winning the next 4 games by an average of like a lot.
Imagine choosing a game over your wife and kids.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I don't have any wife or kids. I would choose any game over them right now.
Why you don't have a wife or kids?
I've been saying Tom Brady's a dirtbag forever, so.
That's his dream, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine, like, really blows up. You take over ESPN. And then, like, my kid wants me to come tuck him in at school while I'm out, like, freaking recording the best show in the world. I'm not doing that. I'm eating deer dogs with my bro. Talking about football. Little Tommy doesn't need me to fall asleep, bro. Support your man. He's a man. Support him.
Oh, God.
No,
I think the problem is when he lied to his wife about him retiring and then decided to come back without consulting her.
You never lied to him?
Take your sexist comments to Barstool and go work there.
Why are you taking Giselle's side?
Because I hate Tom Brady.
Because she cared about their family and he cares about football.
Yeah.
How do you know what she cares about?
Because she tried to get him to quit football so that he could spend time with his family.
Yeah, she wanted him to quit for years, and he'd rather go play Baker Mayfield twice a year than be with his kids.
Which is surprising considering how much he likes to kiss them.
Exactly. Who would you rather kiss on the mouth? Tom Brady's little underage children or Baker Mayfield?
Well, he's never going to be able to kiss them. So
Okay, can you answer though? Because why are you still thinking about it?
I don't want to kiss either, and I don't have to. I'm not in a position that I have to kiss either of them. So why are you asking me a hypothetical?
I'm just wondering.
If I saw Baker Mayfield, I'd punch him in the face and ask him why he's such a bad quarterback.
You would not punch Baker Mayfield in the face.
That guy's like 5
He's
foot
a great guy.
He can't even throw it over the line of scrimmage. He'd like 5.
He's a great guy. Why would you punch him in the face?
Baker Mayfield's not a good guy. He tried to cheat on his wife. Probably did too.
That doesn't mean you're a bad guy.
Oh.
You know what? Let me sit this one out.
That's a bad take.
Let me sit this one out.
Trevor wonders why he's single, everybody.
Yeah,
let's sit this one out. Let me sit this one out. Point number three. By the way, the Bucks still have top 4 Super Bowl odds. I'm cooking. Number 3. Number 3. We already moved on. You should have spoken up before I said number 3. The Dolphins really need Tua because he's their franchise quarterback.
No, he's not. He's a game manager.
They are. No, he's not a game manager.
Tua, Teddy throws a better deep ball. They're better. They're just as well off of Teddy than Tua.
No, it's not about deep balls, Gary.
When you have Tyreek Hill, it's about deep balls.
No, but Tyreek Hill's doing fine with Tua. He was leading the league in receiving yards. They were winning games.
That's when you get a quarterback that can throw deep.
But they don't need that. They were doing perfect.
Were they?
Yes.
Could they be better?
3-0, about to be 4-0.
Tua played well one half this season. He's done.
No, you're a hater.
No,
Tua is a good quarterback.
Tua's the same quarterback he was last year when we supported him.
No, he's not. Tua moves the ball down the field.
He had one good half. He's like the same game manager quarterback, which is perfectly fine. They're going to get to the playoffs with that. Can they win in the playoffs? Wait and see.
Okay, so we're saying the same thing. You think Teddy Bridgewater can take this team as far as Tua could?
Yeah.
I wish I could say that's right.
Either of them are winning the Super Bowl. Just to stop kissing Nando and just go for it.
What?
Go for it.
I don't know. No, I don't know what Tua did to you. I don't know why you don't like him.
I've liked Tua. I've supported him all last year when you guys hated on him. He's just the same quarterback he was last year, but
he's not.
Weapons.
This is the disease you get. This is the disease you get when you watch.
Better Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you watch only Red Zone, this is the disease you get.
If you put Tua against Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen in the playoffs, he's going to shrivel up and head back to Hawaii and go surf on in Midville.
This is what happens when you only watch Red Zone because he played amazing versus the Bills. The stats were one thing, but when he was in the game, you just knew the Dolphins were going to win.
I watched that game.
The whole game?
I watched the second half on TV.
Wait, did we watch it together?
No.
Oh. Yeah. Tua is like that team with Tua was legit. Everybody was talking about it. People were afraid of that team. Nobody is scared of Teddy Bridgewater.
Dude, did you see the comment he made to Tyreek Hill? That was the worst comment I've ever seen in my life.
No way.
Just keep talking. I'll find it. It was horrible.
That was my point number 3. I'd just be moving on to my point number 4, and then by the time you found it, it wouldn't even matter anymore.
Go point 4.
Wait, no. He said, how confident is Tyreek Hill that he'll be able to produce with Teddy Bridgewater at QB? He looked me dead in the eyes and said, I'll put up numbers with you.
Facts.
Yes.
Tyreek Hill is better than Stephon Diggs, or better than, what's his name? Justin Jefferson.
They're different wide receivers, too. It's hard to compare.
No, it's not. They're both wide receivers. Tyreek Hill's better.
He's faster. Is he better?
What?
He's faster. Kirk Cousins also really terrible this year. I thought he was going to do a lot better. Kirk Cousins has had his worst rating of. It's been I forget. I don't know if it's career, but it's the worst Kirk Cousins has looked.
Yeah, he hasn't started well this year.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's just uncomfy with O'Connell, but
uncomfy. I don't know if he's just uncomfy.
I'm talking, but I don't know.
My point number 4, and no offense, I want to say this out because, I don't want to offend anyone, but this is kind of offensive. Matt Stafford, like, the fact that, like, you're playing bad because your arm is tired because you finally, like, went to the playoffs and had, like, a deep playoff run, and now you're playing shitty because your arm hurts, that's got to be, like, the lamest thing I've ever heard of in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro,
following a Super Bowl win where your team was dominant, you suck because your arm hurts.
Bro, imagine getting outplayed by Jimmy G last night, who like didn't even play that well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stafford sucks, and he's racist for only throwing to white people. But
That was funny. I saw a post on Instagram. I think I sent it to Trevor, where it was like Allen Robinson really trying to disguise his skin color by wearing long sleeve white shirts.
Maybe he'll throw to me now.
Yeah, maybe he'll throw to me now.
Yeah. Honestly, if you put me out there with Cooper Kupp, you probably couldn't tell who was who.
where did you guys have Stafford in your QB ratings this week?
I had him like
I got him
16.
top.
I had him like 8. He felt like 14 for me.
Let's see.
I don't know. He's not impressive. I think he's like 4 touchdowns and 6 picks in 4 games. This Rams team's Good was right. This Rams team.
I have Matthew Stafford at 19.
That's a bit low, but nobody really takes your opinions for anything. So
That's my most liked tweet I've ever tweeted. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I got 58 likes on that bitch. 58 likes.
It was so crazy that everybody's like, "What?"
58 fucking likes, bro.
Not exact. Good job. All right, Trevor, you want to wrap us up? Number 5.
Point number 5. Derrick Henry. Shout out to DH2K. He's back. I was right. Kerry, you were saying he was washed. I just would like you to apologize because you said he was officially washed.
I never said he was washed. I said he's never going to be the running back he was.
Okay. You also said that, but you did say he was washed.
I think you did say he was washed.
2 weeks ago.
He's never going to be as good as he was.
Apologize, please.
What's
Apologize to Derrick Henry.
He sucked in the second half.
That's nerd.
Hey, he had a good game. Do you know what? I do like that they're involving in the receiving game more.
Apologize.
No, I'm not apologize. Derrick Henry's still top 5 running back in the NFL. He would never be the dominant running back he was.
He's the best running back in the NFL.
No, he's not. Would
Maybe
you say
Nick Chubb is better?
I think everybody would agree that Derrick Henry was the best running back in the NFL like past couple of years before this year. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
And obviously now, no. He's not the running back he was. He's still very good. He's one of the best in the league, but he's not the guy he was. Chubb is better.
Probably. But Chubb does have the best line in football.
Do they?
Yes, they do. That's all I got. Those are my 5 points.
Okay.
All right.
Rapid fire time?
Rapid fire time. Let me pull it up. Let's hear some yelling, some screaming, some arguments, some death.
Rapid.
All right. Which QB will have the better future, Kenny Pickett or Zach Wilson?
Zach Wilson.
Pickett.
Easily Pickett.
Jets garbage franchise.
Pickett sucks.
Everybody's hating on Pickett for his game and his 3 interceptions. One was a Hail Mary. The other 2 were tipped. Zach Wilson played terrible, but everybody was just bitching on Pickett. Don't get that. All right. Who is the most exciting team to watch in the NFL right now? I'm taking the Chiefs, sadly.
Taking the Bills.
Taking the Kansas City Patrick Mahomes.
Also, that performance was definitely overrated. He had some very nice plays, but he was also bailed out a lot by his defense.
You're also a hater.
And by Bucks kick returners dropping the football, giving him the goal line, and having Travis Kelce. Yes, he's a great quarterback. Yes, he's overrated. All right. Jimmy G is a QB in one word. Sexy.
Mid.
Jimmy.
Wow, what a great one, bud. Who is the most boring team to watch in the NFL right now? It's easily the Chicago Bears.
New England Patriots.
I don't hate that.
I was thinking the Steelers, honestly.
Let's at least save a little bit of life with Pickett. But
You mean
Trubisky,
Zappy? Oh no,
Zappy.
Pickett. My bad.
Are the Cowboys better off with Cooper Rush as QB1? I say yes.
No.
I'm undecided.
Don't be silly.
When I deleted this tweet, not there anymore. When Sam Darnold's healthy, not sure when, they said he's still dealing with injuries. Should they start him over Baker?
No.
I'm saying yes.
No.
Baker is awful.
Sam Darnold always looks awful.
Yes.
They should start Sam?
I'm back with Sam Darnold.
Reach.
No.
Sam looked good with an O-line last year, and then once the O-line and McCaffrey got hurt, he sucked. He looked good for 3 weeks, Zach. Am I wrong?
Yeah, and then he looked like the worst fucking quarterback in the NFL.
Once he lost McCaffrey, but also Mayfield looks like the worst quarterback in the NFL, aka it's a Matt Rule problem. All right, who would you rather build your team around, Lamar, Mahomes, or Allen? Taking Allen.
Hang on. You're just building a team, right? You get to build a team, but you're just given a quarterback?
Yep. Which one? It's Madden, whatever it is. Which one are you taking to build your team around?
Patrick Mahomes is not a wrong answer, but Lamar Jackson.
I'm probably taking Josh Allen. It's the best of both worlds.
It's close between Allen and Mahomes. Lamar's the third option.
He's the worst throw. He's not the best thrower or the best runner.
What? He's the best. He's best of both. I'd rather have good of both than Lamar can't throw as well as the other two, but he can run better. Mahomes is very overrated. All right, which QB has surprised you the most so far this season? I'm going to Jalen Hurts. I hated on him a lot last offseason, but he's played well this year.
I like Jalen Hurts, and I've liked him for a long time, so I can't say that's a surprise. Which QB?
Yeah.
Geno Smith.
Trevor?
You know,
Rapid fire.
Yeah, bud.
which QB has surprised me the most?
Like Tua, Cooper Rush, Jalen Hurts, Trevor Lawrence.
Tua.
There. All right.
He's a franchise quarterback.
What is the worst contract in NFL history?
Hainsworth.
Yeah, Hainsworth. John Gruden's a close second.
Yep.
I'm gonna say John Gruden.
Zach, what do you think? Everybody was hating on our post for putting Nick Foles as a Jags in there. That was a horrible.
What?
Nick Foles. When Jags signed Nick Foles for 4 years, $88 million.
Yeah, that was way overpaid.
Everyone was like, why is he here? That was a horrible signing.
That was not a very good signing.
Goff and Wentz are up there too. All right, who is the best running back in the NFL right now? I'm taking Chubb.
Chubb / Henry.
No, you have to
But
take
if it's Madden, give me
it's just
Saquon or Kamara.
one. Is that too hard for you to comprehend?
Okay, give
I'm
me
taking
Saquon.
Chubb. I've liked him since college.
Smart.
Great running back.
All right, true or false? Jalen Hurts is better than Tua Tagovailoa. True.
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 Who is the best QB here in 2022? Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr, Russell Wilson. Jared Goff.
Derek Carr.
What?
He's not
Go
playing
Jared
good, but I
Goff
think
right
he's
now.
the best quarterback.
Today,
I don't
on October 4th, 2022, is Jared Goff.
think anybody would have said that months ago.
That's October
I
3rd.
know. No, it's not.
All right, is Jalen Ramsey overrated, properly rated, or underrated?
Overrated.
Trevor?
Underwear. I mean, he's properly rated.
All right. All right, last one. Drop your MVP prediction so far this season.
I'm leaning Allen.
Joshua. 3 times in a row.
I feel like Lamar was up there, but he did not play well last week.
Yeah.
Mahomes definitely took a shot forward after the game versus the Bucks.
Yeah, but he lost a lot of points in that game in Indy.
Yeah. All right, that's it for rapid fire.
Alrighty, anything you guys want to plug before we sign off?
It's the year of the beer.
That was great. All right, follow us on Twitter, Beer League Football, for all football content, and I'll do rapid fire before we do it on the episode. Follow us on Twitter at Beer League Hockey. New episode dropping tomorrow, supposedly. Check them out. Follow us on Twitter at Beer League Baseball for baseball content, Beer League Sports for sports content, Beer League Hoops for hoops content, Beer League Bets for bets content. Instagram at Beer League Sports because Trevor doesn't want to do anything at Beer League Sports on TikTok for TikTok content. And am I missing anything? Oh, follow me at Beer League Carey and Trevor at Beer League Trev Scott because he doesn't know how to do anything. Zach?
All right, follow me at Beerly Zach on Twitter. All the best takes. You come argue with me if you disagree. Obviously, you lose because I come with stats and logic. All right. Don't be front. All right.
But he does come with stats.
You can obviously follow us on all the normal social channels. Make sure you check us out if you're listening to this on YouTube. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, all the places you can get podcasts. Other than that, we will see you guys next week for another episode of the Beerly Football Podcast. Good night.